ESPN continues to piss me off with this thing because look, when the Ravens win and it's a hard fought win against a really good team, it's not one of the first topics on TV. It's pushed back to maybe 40, 50 minutes down the rundown. But when they lose, oh no, let's have them front and center. Ravens lose. Why? What did Lamar do that the Ravens lost? It's Lamar's fault. Why didn't he make that pass? How can you miss that pass? That's why the Ravens lost. That's why you'll never beat Mahomes. It's you can't. I'm not making this up right now. Like, I'm telling you what I see on television. When the Ravens lose, they are the first topic, one of the first topics on every sports show. And the first question is, what did Lamar do? Oh, he had a turnover. Oh, he had an interception. He didn't play well. He missed that throw. Burrow threw an interception. Even those 5 touchdowns, we don't talk about the interception that Burrow threw. He had a chance to ice the game and put it away. He had an untimely interception. He came into this game himself saying that I need to play perfect if I'm going to beat the Ravens. You didn't do that. You threw an interception with 3 minutes left in the game in the fourth quarter, and you gave the Ravens life. That's a critical mistake. That didn't get talked about a lot because he's Joe Burrow. Can't do no wrong. He's Josh Allen. He can do no wrong. And that gets me to my next topic. Josh Allen and the Bills lose their second straight game against the Houston Texans. Josh Allen went 9 for 30 passing. And the thing that's funny is that after his head coach had talked about the performance and how late in the game they called 3 passing plays and didn't give their team really a chance to punt the ball away and put the defense in a good position to win the game. Here's what was said about Josh Allen the next morning. Take a listen.
I'm so disgusted by that. I'm so disgusted. Like we talk, you guys, we always talk about the game of football is situational. You're literally backed up. You call 3 straight passes? You don't need, first of all, you don't force the Houston Texans to burn any timeouts. You gain 0 yards, and you put your punter in a compromised position where now he doesn't have his full allotment of yards that a punter normally has, and he goes out there and kicks a short punt, sets up the Houston Texans perfectly, and they go out and win the game on a game-winning field goal. Again, I can't stress, like, it almost felt like they just said, Josh Allen, go do something. Go be Superman. Go do something.
Yeah.
And it cost them the game.
Yeah.
No, it's
Looking at that, yeah, it was bad coaching from Sean McDermott, no doubt about it. But the consensus that I continued to hear was Josh Allen clearly needs a wide receiver 1. He clearly misses Stephon Diggs. And when Damian Woody said, like, the Bills are asking him to be Superman, guess what that took me? For 7 years, and even during this season, same thing as I asked Lamar Jackson. Don't have a true number 1 receiver. Go figure it out. Go get it done. If Lamar goes 9 for 30 in any of these football games, the finger is being pointed directly at him. Not coaching, not the lack of talent at the receiver room, not the running backs, not the offensive line, him. This is what I mean when the goalpost continues to get moved, and I get sick of it. I get sick of it so much because we act like these quarterbacks don't need good receivers to be effective. They can't throw to themselves. Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Do you really think Burrow's going to keep doing that if he doesn't keep doing what he does stat-wise if he doesn't have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase? Did we honestly think Josh Allen was going to be better without Stephon Diggs? There were some people on ESPN, on Get Up. I remember Mike Tannenbaum. He's been a GM in the NFL for over 20 years. This man said, and I will find the tape for you when I clip this show, that he said that Josh Allen will be better without Stephon Diggs. He might win MVP. Y'all seen what I displayed, right? Now everyone's like, oh, boo-hoo, Josh Allen doesn't have a number 1 receiver. He needs help. They should go trade for Devontae Adams. I ain't trying to hear none of that. No, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Joe Burrow, figure it out. Josh Allen, you the superhuman quarterback that everyone loves, and you two guys are so much better than Lamar Jackson. Figure it out. Go figure it out. All these quarterbacks that everyone said is better than Lamar. C.J. Stroud, he's better. Josh Allen, he's better. Joe Burrow, he's better. Patrick Mahomes, he's better. Mahomes is better than everybody. He's in his own stratosphere. I know that. I'm not an idiot. And Josh Allen and Joe Burrow are great quarterbacks. I agree. But Life is a little bit more difficult when you don't have a number one receiver, right, Josh Allen? You made the comment about how it's nice to have a bunch of guys who don't really care about who gets the stats and all that. Well, the first 3 games, the Buffalo Bills really didn't play anyone that worth mentioning. Their last beatdown was against the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday Night Football, and everyone's raving about how great this offense looks and how Josh Allen is going to be the MVP. He never needed Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs was the problem. It wasn't Josh Allen. Things look really different all of a sudden when you play some competition all of a sudden. Now you go against the Ravens on the road. One of the things that was talked about was that, hey, you don't have a playmaker out there. I thought they were going to be fine. I thought they had guys to spread the ball around. I thought they had Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox, James Cook. They were going to run the ball more effectively. Josh Allen's going to be safer with the football. He's going to spread the wealth. Well, that hasn't. You were down 17-0 in this game. You fought your way back. Credit to you, but again, you lost. Why can't we keep the same energy with these quarterbacks when we talk about their performance? Lamar could throw for 5 touchdowns. If he lost, the Ravens are front page news on SportsCenter, on every single sports show. When are we want to talk about Harbaugh? Like Delano, great point here. He says, I find it funny how no one talks about the bad coaching on the Bengals. Burrow throws for over 380 yards. On the overtime drive, you didn't throw it all. Yeah, why didn't you? Jamar Chase has been killing the Ravens all game long, and you don't throw him the ball once on your overtime possession. You run it 3 times. But again, I don't put that all on Zach Taylor. Joe Burrow, you're the quarterback. You're the one that controls everything. You know Jamar Chase has been killing it. Why didn't you call a play for him? Why didn't you call an audible? That's what he would have said. That's what he would have told Lamar to do. He had a rookie on him. Thank you, Delano. He had Nate Wiggins on him. Love Nate Wiggins. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's really, really good, I think. I'm glad the Ravens drafted him. That's Jamar Chase on a rookie, bro. I see that. Oh, hell no. I don't care what you call, coach. I'm calling an audible. Chase, take him. I got you. That's what I'm doing. Why not? If Lamar doesn't do these things, that's what's going to be talked about. Why are we not getting on the other elite quarterbacks for what they aren't doing? Again, Cincinnati, we can blame the defense. We can blame Zach Taylor. We got to put some onus on the quarterback too. You've been paid enough to say, look, you're good enough to get it done and figure it out. When the coach screws up, figure it out. That's what Lamar's been doing. He saved John Harbaugh's job once upon a time. A lot of people don't remember that. John Harbaugh was on his way out. Lamar's rookie year, John Harbaugh was on his way out of the door. They were done with him. Lamar comes in, turns everything around, saves his job. And he's still saving his job because people still want him gone. They still want him gone. All this stuff, and he's doing all this stuff without a Jamar Chase, without a T. Higgins, without a Stephon Diggs. He's never had an elite wide receiver. Now, Zay Flowers has been really great for us, for the Ravens. He's been a really great draft pick. I think he'll be the first Raven wide receiver that has been drafted that will be a Pro Bowler. But he's never had a Devontae Adams. He's never had an elite wide receiver where it's like, oh my God, circle it. Circle this guy on the offense. He is a problem. We have to pay attention to him. Lamar's never had that receiver. And he still figures it out. He still wins. Yeah, he hasn't beaten Patrick Mahomes yet. Yeah, the playoff record is 2-4. But my God, most quarterbacks who ain't got those kind of weapons don't make the playoffs. Now, again, Lamar's standards has risen up. He's won 2 MVPs, and because he's figured it out since he came into the league, a lot of people just don't care. Figure out how to beat Mahomes and win a championship without an elite wide receiver. Patrick Mahomes did it without an elite wide receiver. Now, again, Mahomes is an outlier. I don't compare him to the quarterbacks that we have today. He is in the stratosphere by himself. But I hate that we don't keep the same energy for these other guys. Because at the end of the day, Joe Burrow don't have an MVP. He ain't got no championship. Yeah, he had an appearance, but he didn't win. Are we going to elevate him because of a participation trophy in the Super Bowl? Are we going to elevate Josh Allen for he plays great against Mahomes in the playoffs? He's going to get him a Super Bowl one day. He ain't looking too good right now. He ain't won an MVP. As great as Josh Allen is, and he is great, still ain't won no MVP. Once upon a time, someone said Trevor Lawrence was better than Lamar. Someone said Trevor Lawrence is better than Lamar. How's that going right now in Jacksonville? I mean, I just look. Keep the same energy with these quarterbacks. If you're gonna roast Lamar every time he loses a game, every time this guy loses a game, it is catastrophic. Oh my God, he lost a football game. Has he regressed? Have the Ravens made a mistake by overpaying him? What can he do? What can he do more of? Why can't he beat Patrick Mahomes? They don't talk about the defense giving up however many total yards or how many points. They don't talk about how the receivers can't at times can't get open. No, they talk about him. What are you doing, Lamar Jackson? Why aren't you better? Why aren't you offsetting all the flaws of the entire football team like you always do? Keep the same energy with these quarterbacks. We're allowed to criticize them. It's not gonna be a crime if we say that Joe Burrow has not played well enough to win. It's not a crime if we say that Josh Allen is to blame for the two losses the Bills have. Because again, and one more point here, I remember watching First Take, one of my favorite sports show. When the Bengals started out 1-3, they said, "Who's at fault here?" Oh, it's Zach Taylor. It's the defense. It's not Joe Burrow. Ravens started out 0-2. Main question was, and you can look it up, guys, if you don't believe me. How much is Lamar Jackson to blame for the Ravens 0-2 start? And I remember they said, "You were two-time MVP. You shoulder the majority of this blame. Fix it. Figure it out." That's exactly what I heard on TV. It's not consistent. I'm sorry, it's just not consistent. Again, you guys can look it up if you don't believe me. I'm not making this up, man. All I'm asking is that, look, yeah, you're the starting quarterback. You're that great in Lamar Jackson. Yeah, you shoulder blame like you get the glory. Do the same thing for Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and C.J. Stroud and Brock Purdy and Jared Goff. All these quarterbacks that everyone says is better than Lamar or just as good. Do the same thing.